Hi, my name is Jose Campos, and I'm the Director of General Services here at Laguna Woods Village. And one of the areas of responsibility that I have is in broadband services. And I'm here to talk about two changes that are coming to you. And one is going to be the internet services and also your programming. So let me talk about internet services. Right now, if a resident wants internet service, their only choice really is to go through West Coast Internet. And so if a resident wants internet service, they call up West Coast. West Coast comes and subscribes them and puts them online to be able to get internet that way. Going forward, what's going to happen is we're going to be transitioning over to Ting. Ting Internet is going to be the party that's going to be responsible for providing internet services to all residents. And beginning in 2027, that service is going to be included in your homeowner's assessments as part of your GRF assessment. And that means that Ting Internet service is going to be available to all residents. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to be installing Ting in everyone's home. Everyone is going to have the opportunity to have Ting Internet installed into their home, and they're going to have the capacity to access the internet with up to 2,000 megabits up and 2,000 megabits down of speed. But today we have a special guest with us to talk to us a little bit more about that. And I want to introduce our guest today. Her name is Kara Shandison, and she is the Director of Public Policy and Community Engagement for Ting itself. And she's going to be able to answer a lot of the questions that we may have as far as what Ting is and what it means to our community.
Right. Well, thanks for having me, Jose. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you and the residents of Laguna Woods Village about Ting. As Jose mentioned, I work specifically with community engagement here at Laguna Woods Village. We do have a team that's located here at Laguna. Some of those folks are actually constructing the fiber optic internet that's being constructed underground, as well as we have installers that are coming into people's manors and installing. And then the folks on my team are those that are engaged with the community. So we're responsible for education and engagement and really being a liaison between Ting as well as Laguna Woods Village residents and boards to make sure that our messaging is understood and people are understanding the value of Ting Internet and this investment that Laguna is making with the residents.
So Kara, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about what is fiber itself?
Yeah.
Why are we going to fiber?
Right. So fiber optics is actually a glass strand, which carries, as you said, up to 2 gigabits of speed of internet. It is a true investment in a home or in the manors here at Laguna Woods Village. In recent studies with the Fiber Broadband Association, it's actually been proven that neighborhoods that bring fiber to a neighborhood, those homes can actually increase in value by up to 7%. Wow. So if bringing fiber optic into a manor is really setting up that manor and future residents of the manor and families, future success in their internet use. So with a gigabit speed or 2 gigabits of speed of internet use here, one can simultaneously be on the internet, have their phone connected via Wi-Fi. They can use it for telehealth or working from home. There's numerous devices that can now connect to the internet. And having a fiber optic connection at a home really provides that seamless connectivity without any lagging or slowness in what they're trying to achieve through the internet.
Maybe I can just take the time and introduce why we chose Ting to begin with. Because as we were really looking to see who we were going to partner with, as you would imagine, we went out to bid. We wanted to make sure and have the right partner for us because we were going to have this really big project, but we were also going to be putting it out in a very special demographic here, right? So we wanted to make sure that we took on a partner that was going to help us with the communication aspect of it. And one of the big reasons that we chose Ting is because of your proven communication. Because we really wanted to make sure that all of our residents, as it was going to be affecting everyone, were going to be engaged, that they were going to be educated, that they were going to be able to have everything and all the information at their disposal. So perhaps you can tell us a little bit about some of your programs to help us with community outreach.
Sure, love to talk about that. Here at Laguna Woods Village, we're doing something that we've never done before at Ting, and that's develop an ambassador program. We currently have 7 ambassadors that are volunteers that help with Ting in delivering messages, receiving feedback, and really being out in the community, so residents that may be walking by or attending an event that see someone in a Ting shirt, they can go up to that person and ask questions. Those ambassadors are managed on site by Bailey Richner. She also helped develop the program here. So not only do those volunteers attend events, they attend the larger holiday events, some of the large pack events. So we really, are very appreciative of their time that they're giving to Ting as well as to Laguna Woods Village to talk about Ting and educate residents.
And these ambassadors themselves, they're members of the community as well, is that correct?
Yes. So I've had the privilege of meeting all of them and working with them at some of the events, and it's amazing to be able to spend time with people that are giving so much back to their community, and also to really deliver this message and push this message throughout the community.
So you were talking about some of the events that they attend. Can you tell us a little bit more about what those events are?
Sure.
Or what we're doing there?
Sure. So we have kind of various events that we've been attending and that we've been sponsoring and putting on here at Laguna Woods Village. We've done the holiday event. Our team is currently at the 90s luncheon right now. We attend some of the larger pack events. But we're also going to be starting some new programming when we talk about DirecTV, which is the second part of the programming that's coming here to Laguna Woods Village. So you'll see us continue to be involved with Ting Internet. We still will be wearing Ting Internet blue shirts, but we'll also be trained and able to talk to people about DirecTV as well. I'd love to share some of the other things that we're doing here within the community, and different ways that people not only can come to an ambassador to talk about Ting, but what we're producing for the community. So hopefully the residents have seen some of our email blasts on the Friday email that comes out. We really like to try to keep the residents updated on the project as we progress. Especially through the various gates that we're building and the various gates that we're installing in. So we'd love to communicate via email. We have done a couple article series that are found in the Breeze. And we've also developed a website for Laguna Woods Village residents, a Ting Laguna Woods Village website, where people can go and kind of watch some videos about Ting, about installation. There's great articles on Wi-Fi. Most importantly, we do have a really strong banner at the top of our website right now that provides the support number for Ting. So if people have questions about their Ting service after they're installed, we encourage them to go to our website and call that number.
Kara, we have so many different residents here, and a lot of them are in different stages of installation. Some of them have already been installed. In fact, we have over 5,000 that are already currently working, that they currently access the internet through Ting, but yet we have others where installation hasn't quite gotten there. What message would you have for them, or what can they expect as they're waiting for installation?
Right, so clearly Laguna Woods Village is a very, very large community. We have maps displayed at all of our events that are color-coded that can show residents where we're currently doing construction and where we're doing installation. That process is such that, as you mentioned, I think we're up to a little over 5,300 customers, which is amazing. I love to think about that because I also live in a Ting town on the East Coast, and that's 50% of our Ting town. So it's a massive project that we're doing here at Laguna Woods Village. But I would say to folks that haven't had internet installed yet to first make sure that your contact information is updated with resident services. So we have a team that not only emails folks to let them know when installations will start in their area. So it's important that we have the correct email address and the correct telephone number as well, because as the weeks get closer to when a manor will be installed, we will be calling residents to schedule an installation. So it's really important that we have that correct contact information to make sure that when you see our Ting trucks coming around and doing installs at your neighbor's house, we want to make sure that you get installed as well. So having that contact information is important.
What types of communication do you have with the residents?
So we currently email residents to let them know 60 days in advance, just a heads up, we're going to be coming soon. You might be seeing some of our trucks doing construction, and then we have a 30-day notification. And then as it gets closer to the installation times, we do, if a resident opts in, we also text residents. So lots of different forms of communication to make sure that people are getting installed.
All right, so you've mentioned phone calls, you've mentioned emails, and you mentioned text messages. So because of that, we're going to go ahead and make sure and ask all our residents to make sure that that information is updated.
Yes.
They do that, of course, through resident services.
Perfect. Yeah,
So-
that's most helpful. We just want to make sure that when we're in the area and we're doing installations that people have called us or answered the phone and they're on the books for their scheduled installation.
And what kind of response have you gotten from residents that have already been installed?
We've gotten really, really great feedback. This is one thing I'm so thankful for with Laguna Woods Village and having ambassadors and having partners like Laguna. It's been very, very open communication. I think people have been very pleased with the seamless installation as well as the speeds that they're getting with their internet service here.
Kara, thank you so much for sharing about internet, and your excitement is contagious, and we're all very excited to be able to have Ting internet for all of our residents, so we're excited about that. And we'll take a brief pause right now, and when we come back, we'll be talking about DirecTV and what that means for you.
Ready to get your Ting fiber internet installed? If you live within these gates, you're eligible to schedule your installation now. Enjoy installation and equipment at no cost to you. Don't wait. Call our Ting scheduling line at 714-263-1826 today to get connected. For more information and helpful ways to stay connected in your community, visit Ting's Laguna Woods Village page.
I'd like to welcome you all back. During the first segment of our program today, we talked about internet. And during the second segment, we're going to be talking about DirecTV and what that means for you. So, Kara, I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about the second big change that's going to happen with our community, and that is the way that our residents interact with television programming. Because right now, GRF Broadband Services provides all of the programming that happens here or that is able to be viewed here within the village. And all residents have the opportunity to see programming by going to their wall and plugging in their televisions that way. And the reason that they're able to do that is because GRF contracts with each of the individual channels or each of the individual providers and pays for that service. But as you would imagine, this service continues to increase in cost quite substantially. So going forward, beginning in August of 2026, we're going to be transitioning over to DirecTV. And the reason that we're going to be doing that is twofold. One is because of the wonderful product that DirecTV offers, and two is because it's going to actually be a little bit cheaper for the residents. So that's exciting to hear. Mm-hmm. And what I'm excited to talk about today is everything that the residents are going to be getting and experiencing, which is really, really great for them. Because DirecTV offers a grand total of 4 television programming packages. As part of their homeowners association, residents are going to have access to the entertainment package, which is a really, really nice package that includes 90, really more than that, but the website says at least 90 of the television channels that they continuously watch. It's something that that's popular, and frankly, it's going to be even getting some of the programming that we've lost along the way. One of the things that we had lost along the way here is, for example, is access to KTLA or Channel 5. Anyway, that's one of the local programmings that we're going to be able to reach from DirecTV. In addition to that, residents are also going to be able to have the HBO channel and Cinemax already included in their package, which is going to provide a lot of good value for our residents. Mm-hmm. And another feature that they're going to have access to is they're going to have access to Paramount Plus and also showtime. So if a resident is currently paying for that outside, they can go ahead and cancel those subscriptions, as they will be included in their homeowners associations as well. The way that this is going to happen is they'll be able to access the television programming one of two ways. One is going to be through the DirecTV app that's commonly found on most phones and most newer TVs or tablets, or any way that they view it. And another way, if the television can't access the app, is every home is going to be given two what we call Gemini boxes. And what a Gemini box is, almost like a set-top box. It will turn your TV into a smart TV. It'll give it access to the internet, and that's the way that we'll be able to access this. Two of these boxes will be sent to every home, and the boxes will include remote controls. It'll include all the connections that are necessary and those types of things. So again, included in their package that everyone is going to get, everyone is going to have access to two Gemini boxes. And one of the highlights of what people are going to get through DirecTV is that they're going to have access of up to 20 in-home streams. What does that mean? That means that they'll be able to access and view programming on up to 20 devices connected to their home Wi-Fi network. But if they're traveling or they're outside of their home, that's okay too, because they also have access to 3 out-of-home streams. And that means that if they have a second home or if they're somewhere else, that they'll be able to still view all of that same programming, because it'll be included in their homeowners association. A couple of interesting items that are very important to our residents is the capability to DVR or to record. Everyone have access to a DVR, and this is cloud-based. That means that they can record something on one system or through one medium and be able to watch it on a different box. So that'll be very good. And they'll also have 72-hour rewind. That means that they can pause and go have a snack or do whatever it is they need to do, and they could come back and play it. So there's a lot of really neat features that are going to be coming to residents that we're really excited about. Kara, in the previous section, you let us know all of the different communication factors that we're going to be using to talk about internet. How can you help us get the good word out about DirecTV?
Great question. So our team has been working on not only the Ting internet rollout here for residents at Laguna, but we've been working months and months on the DirecTV rollout for residents. We are partnering with DirecTV, so we've had weekly meetings with their team and their marketing team, and they've actually developed a website similar to what Ting did for the internet side of the package. DirecTV also has what they're calling a link tree. This is a really amazing site that they developed for Laguna Woods Village residents, where people can click on different talking points or topics that they need help with. One of my favorites on that site is actually getting the Gemini box and the remotes and how to set it up. It's a 4-minute video.
That sounds really good, Kara. Let's take a look at that video right now.
DirecTV Stream is the game-changing entertainment device you've been waiting for. Let's get you set up to begin the fun. To get started, unpack your DirecTV Stream device and cables. Inside the box, you'll see a handy device setup guide with step-by-step instructions. The DirecTV Stream remote control, the DirecTV Stream device. Next, there's a power cable for the DirecTV Stream box. And finally, remove the HDMI cable. Before beginning the setup, please remove the plastic tab from the back of the remote control. Now, we'll start with the HDMI cable. Take your new HDMI cable and insert either end of the HDMI cable into the HDMI port on the back of your DirecTV Stream box. You'll notice the HDMI cable has a unique shape that fits snugly in the port, with a larger size of the connector facing up. Now, take the other end of your HDMI cable and insert it into your TV. Your TV may have up to 3 HDMI inputs, either on the back or perhaps the side of your TV. If you have more than one HDMI port, make note of how the port you're using is labeled on your TV. You may need to change your TV input to this specific port on your TV next. Now, make sure the active source on your television is set to the HDMI port that you just connected the HDMI cable to. You'll likely need to use the input or source button on your TV or TV remote. Refer to your TV's manual if needed. Next, connect the power cord to both a DirecTV Stream device and a wall outlet. You should now see a solid blue light on the front of the device. If you don't see a blue light on the device, check the power connections. The DirecTV logo will appear on your TV. DirecTV Stream can connect to the internet from either your home Wi-Fi or directly to your home gateway through an Ethernet cord. Using Wi-Fi is great if your router or gateway isn't close to your TV, or if you don't have an Ethernet cable. A direct connection with Ethernet cord is a solid connection if your router is close to your TV. If you'd like to use your home Wi-Fi, select your Wi-Fi network and enter the password. Or if you'd like a direct internet connection, use an Ethernet cable from the back of the DirecTV Stream device to your home gateway or router. When the device successfully connects to the internet, you'll see a green LED light on the front next to the blue power light. Your new DirecTV Stream box will now automatically update its software and reset. This may take a few minutes, and please do not interrupt the updates. Once the device powers up, you'll be asked to pair your remote control. With your DirecTV Stream remote control, press and hold the fast forward and rewind buttons at the same time until a message appears stating that your remote is now ready to use. If you're having trouble getting this message to display, try standing closer to the box itself. You're doing great. Use your remote to follow the instructions on the next few screens where you'll sign in, review and accept the terms and conditions, and label the location where your DirecTV Stream is being used. Then you'll be given the option to sign into your Google account to get the most out of your entertainment experience. While you can skip this section, we recommend you sign in with your Google account to take advantage of linking third-party apps like Netflix, downloading other apps to your TV, displaying your pictures on your TV, and so much more. We've made it even easier for you to install additional apps by supplying a list of popular apps you can select right on the screen. Finally, read and step through the final few screens. You'll see the DirecTV Stream device automatically load your TV experience, and that's it. You're all ready to start enjoying your new DirecTV Stream service. We've combined the best of live and on-demand TV. Watch anytime, anywhere, and access your favorite entertainment in one place with access to HBO Max, Netflix, Prime Video, and more apps you love on Google Play. DirecTV Stream. It's everything you want from TV.
Wow, there was a lot of really good information in there. I think it's really going to help out residents.
It's a great video, so I really recommend that folks take a look at that video when they get the box. But our team here at Laguna and the ambassadors are all trained on DirecTV. We will continue to follow the same type of communication cadence that we have done with Ting Internet. So you'll be seeing more and more information about DirecTV in the email blast and in the breeze. And then we're doing some fun things with some of the clubs here. So we've actually partnered with the MAC Club, and starting on July 20th, we will be opening up the MAC Club from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch break from 12 to 1 for folks to come in and actually talk to a DirecTV rep. So no need to bring your equipment in. We've got demos set up in the room. We'll also have a video explaining DirecTV and some of the programming and how to set up the box. But there will be a DirecTV representative on site here at Laguna Woods Village where people can go and ask questions with the DirecTV rep. That representative is also going to be working some of the events here at Laguna Woods Village. So as I mentioned earlier, our team is at the 90s luncheon today, and we also have a DirecTV rep. So you'll not only see the Ting logo throughout the community, but you'll start seeing the DirecTV logo and information about DirecTV throughout the community too.
So this is kind of a big highlight or a big difference between internet and DirecTV. This sounds like it's going to be more of a self-installed kind of product. Is that correct?
Yes, so with Ting Internet, it's an actual installation done by a technician. So that fiber optic comes into your home, it's connected to an Eero, and a technician does that specific internet installation. With DirecTV, we were able to partner them and really kind of take some of the steps out that a resident would have to do. So for example, the DirecTV box that they'll be receiving that contains the 2 Geminis and the 2 remote controls are already provisioned or already built in with a user ID and a password that we're recommending people change the password once they get it set up. But this is something that after watching the video, it's very, very simplistic to do. But if you have any questions, if a resident gets confused or needs some help, they can always go into the MAC Club for some help with that installation, or even if they have programming questions or questions about their remote. And we're also doing some fairly large events starting in July, and then July, August, September, October, and November. We're going to be hosting very, very large DirecTV training events at the PAC. We'll have a morning session and an afternoon session. I will say these are by invitation only. The whole community will eventually be invited to one of these training sessions, but what we're doing is we're piggybacking off of the internet installation schedule. So folks that have had their Ting internet installed, those will be the teams or the neighborhoods that are first getting the DirecTV boxes. So we'll have, again, 2 training sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and my team tells me we're raffling off some pretty fun things such as TVs at those events. So we're looking forward for everyone to attend those.
Exciting. So it sounds like you really have everyone covered, whether it be those people that are so inclined that can read in directions and just get it all installed, or some people that maybe need more hands-on training. It sounds like you have a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah, I'm excited for this next phase of the project that we're working on, because I think working with DirecTV and Laguna Woods Village and the clubs and the volunteers, I think we really have a great, robust program that's going to support the residents and make the transition coming from their traditional programming that they have now and moving to DirecTV, and I think they're going to be really happy with what we've done.
I think that that's true. We are going to be able to provide so much good for the residents, and again, it's easy to see why we've decided to partner with Ting, because Ting has a proven track record to be able to communicate and to be able to educate and to help everyone transition through change, because we all understand that change is a little bit difficult.
Yes.
But at the same time, we're going to be able to come out on the other side and have this wonderful program, and we'll be able to have our residents be able to take advantage of it. So we're excited about it.
Likewise.
Indeed. Well, Kara, I can't thank you enough for coming and sharing all of your knowledge with us. It's pretty easy to see why we decided to partner with Ting. Your communication approach is really important to us. Obviously, we want to get as much information in the hands of the residents. We know that change is sometimes difficult, but being able to partner with a great partner like yourself and your team is going to make this a lot easier. And I can't tell you how excited we are to have both new internet and our new programming through DirecTV.
Well, thank you for your time today, too. We, the entire Ting team here, we're just so thankful for the partnership that we have. We've had the opportunity to meet so many amazing residents here, and we're really looking forward to the next phase of the project with DirecTV rolling out.
Thank you. So that's what we have as far as the big changes that are coming up. Again, we're going to be switching over our internet provider from West Coast Internet to Ting. And something that you can do as a resident to help this transition along is that you can make yourself available for installation. We want to make sure that installation happens at each home. So we'll continuously be reaching out to you. So please make sure that we have the correct email and telephone number, and if you can, opt in for those SMS or text messages, because that's going to help us be able to communicate better with you. And as far as the programming or DirecTV side, I just want to remind everyone that the way we're going to do this, you're going to need a username and a password. Your username will be the email address that you have on file with Resident Services. So if you do not have an email address on file with Resident Services, or it's outdated, then you won't have access to programming. So please help us by contacting Resident Services and updating that if that's what you need. Thank you again. We're excited to share both internet and DirecTV with you, and we'll catch you soon.